to Green. From the painted area, won't go down.
When I hear these excuses after games, when coaches are at podium saying, it's hard for us to find our energy back, we couldn't find our aggression back, I wonder whose fault that is, Coach.
Gets a look, can't hit.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Kawhi Leonard. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Curry has it. Here comes the screen. Curry to Green. Down to 5 on the 24. Curry, shot clock violation. Kawhi Leonard against the former Finals MVP. To Gasol. To Lowry. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Their shot by Lowry misses.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Danny Green. Green always looking for the steal. 3 quarters down. This game is all tied up. Raptors ball as we get going here in the 4th. And this game's been everything we could have hoped for. All tied up after 3.
This is what happens when you have winners on both sides. People who are not willing to give up and will continue to scrape and claw to get themselves in the position to win this ball game.
Lowry to Gasol. DeMarcus Cousins sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Curry into the front court. Our score all even here in the 4th quarter. Here comes the screen. Steph Curry. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. It'll stay Raptors basketball. Danny Green. To Leonard. 5 to shoot for Toronto. Lowry. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First one, count it. And he hits the second. For 3. Nice. Curry to bring it up. His guys now down by a point. To Thompson. Nothing going here on that drive. Steph Curry. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Screen coming. Leonard. To Lowry. Down low Gasol. Missed the wide open look. Curry with the ball. Probing the defense. 5 to shoot for Golden State. 2-point shot for Curry. Wide open look, won't go. That misses with a second to go. The dynasty continues. The Warriors, once again, NBA champions.
Postgame wrap-up. The Warriors have earned the ultimate prize, an NBA championship. They faced adversity this season, but they didn't let it prevent them from achieving their dream. This was a series that will be hard to forget. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Golden State Warriors. The Raptors won't get to lift the Larry O'Brien trophy. It was one of the best seasons in their franchise history, but without a championship, it's likely to be forgotten. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Toronto Raptors.
Game trap. Missed threes.
The common theme in this game was the lack of accuracy from long range. It's hard to justify shooting that many threes when the results turn into some ugly numbers. And that does it for another NBA season. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, thanks for making us your choice for hoops action.
Opening tip taken in by the Raptors, and we're underway in Toronto. Gasol to Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Leonard to Lowry. Fires the 3. His first effort off the mark. Curry into the front court. Just getting started. Strap in for a good one here in Game 7. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Lowry matched up with the 2-time MVP. Off the mark. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Just under a minute to play here in this opening quarter. They'll get it down to Green and watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Siakam, tough matchup with Draymond Green. Danny Green. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. Lead is 2. to Curry. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Curry can't connect. This for the tie. 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7. And we're back after this. You're tuned into the NBA Finals on EA Sports. One quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
It's Steph for 2. The rebound comes down to Toronto. Kawhi Leonard sizing up Iguodala. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from the lane won't go. To Curry. Thompson. Yes, Klay Thompson. He's 2 for 2 now.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Warriors have the basketball. Curry to Thompson. Curry to Green. 5 to shoot for Golden State. Curry. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
To Gasol. DeMarcus Cousins able to recover with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Now a steal as the Raptors have it. Lowry against Klay Thompson. Deep 3 at the buzzer. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Fellas, Jalen here with your halftime report. The Warriors dominated this matchup from the opening tip, and no matter what was tried by the opposition, they just couldn't be slowed down. This could turn into more of a blowout before we know it. These are the guys getting buckets for the Golden State Warriors. The Raptors did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Field goals.
The Toronto Raptors weren't efficient with their shooting, and therefore they weren't effective with their offense. Their field goal percentage is lacking, and it's probably the biggest reason for their first half deficit. The shooting was certainly worse in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. It's Golden State basketball to Cousins. Rebounds taken down by Leonard. Lowry with it. 10-4 is the score. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Iguodala to bring it up. His guys lead here early stages third quarter. To Curry. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Kawhi Leonard matched up with Iguodala. Add 2 points to the board.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's Curry controlling the offense to Thompson. Down low, Boogie. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
DeMarcus Cousins at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. The lead is up to 5. Lowry into the front court. He'll run the offense. Danny Green to Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Danny Green to Leonard. 5 to shoot for Toronto. Shot from in close, no good. Curry with the basketball. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Shot for Leonard, no good. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter. The Warriors with the lead. Raptors ball as we get going here in the fourth. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
Iguodala to bring it up. Up 5. Here comes the screen. To Curry. Thompson. Short jumper off the mark. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
To Green. Thompson. To Curry. Raptors come away with it. Kawhi Leonard here against Steph. To Danny Green. Pascal Siakam. To Danny Green. Leonard. For three. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Green to Curry. Screen coming. Stephen Curry with a look. Steph Curry. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout. They'll need a quick shot, and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. No good. Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
And now an intentional foul, so they'll send him to the line. 2 free throws here means it's a 3-possession game.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning the timeout.
And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Cousins with the block. And they're going to play this one out to its conclusion as we get an intentional foul. That means free throws coming up in what is a 7-point game.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Deep three. At the buzzer, it's the Warriors who get the victory. They've claimed their second-ever championship in what was their 5th consecutive NBA Finals appearance. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Warriors have earned what so many others have only been able to dream about, an NBA title. They've earned their place in the history books. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Golden State Warriors. The Raptors are experiencing the kind of disappointment that can't be shared by anyone but a teammate. It's pretty quiet in their locker room right now. I can only imagine how tough it must be. Check out the leading scores for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Missed threes.
As you can see in the highlights, this team did a great job of staying competitive and putting in the necessary effort to get the win.
Player of the game. Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That's another postseason in the books, and I'm already dreading the wait for more hoops. See you next season.
tick taken in by the Raptors, and we're underway in Toronto. Lowry to Danny Green. No, I missed a short one there. Warriors have the basketball. Curry to Thompson. Gasol to Leonard. Here comes the screen. Leonard to Lowry. Fires the three. Rebound Cousins. Here's Curry with it up top. Just getting started. Strap in for a good one here in Game 7. Curling inside. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit.
Pascal Siakam sends it away. Thompson. Steph Curry, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Toronto has the basketball. Lowry, defended by Steph Curry. Scores from the post.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Curry into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7. And we're back after this. You're tuned into the NBA Finals on EA Sports. Good start to this one. After 1 quarter play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Steph lets loose. Steph Curry. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field. Kyle Lowry with the rock. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and effort.
Curry to bring it up. Lead is 2. Nothing going here on that drive. Curry to Green. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Green. Draymond Green at the line for 2 shots. A career 70% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Kawhi Leonard against the former Cougar. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Curry into the front court. The margin is 2. Halftime on the horizon. The jumper's off the mark.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Curry with the basketball. His guys can hold for the final shot. Has a look. A shot no good there by Curry. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Raptors have themselves a tie after 2 quarters of action. It's obvious how these guys score the majority of their points, and that's in the paint. They did a great job of scoring down low. Have a look at the leading scores. With this game tied at halftime, each of these teams gets a fresh start to the second half. And I'm interested to see more of the chess game between the coaches. Have a look at the leading scores.
Game track. Miss threes.
Very poor three-point shooting from these teams thus far. These shooters can't seem to find their stroke.
Player of the half.
Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
It's Steph Curry with the rock. To Green. Thompson to Green. Two-point shot for Curry. Not that time. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Our score all even in this third quarter. Dives for it. Not afraid to mix it up. Here's Curry with it up top. Tie game, third quarter. There's the toss. Danny Green against Klay Thompson. To Leonard. Here comes the screen. Here's Leonard for 2. Gets a shot up, off the mark. Curry into the front court. Game's all tied in the final minute here in the third. Lowry into the front court. He'll run the offense. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
It's Steph at the controls. To Thompson. Curry to Thompson. That's no good. Kawhi Leonard matched up with Iguodala. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. 3/4 down. The Raptors in front. Raptors ball as we get going here in the fourth, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
Lowry to Leonard. Lowry. No good. Curry to bring it up. The score 10-8. Beyond the arc for three. That's good D. Shot no good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Danny Green. Pascal Siakam. Kawhi Leonard. Not that time.
And the tenacity of this game has been set from the jump ball. When guys lined up for it, I mean, you saw the bump and the pushing, the shoving going on. Guys weren't giving up that space. They let him know nothing was going to be easy this evening.
Curry. Gets it in the right corner. It's Steph for two. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Short jumper off the mark. Curry into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Here comes the screen. Danny Green against Klay Thompson. Marc Gasol pins it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
DeMarcus Cousins tips it. This will get out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. It was right there.
And the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
It's the Warriors who get the victory. They've claimed their third consecutive NBA title and fourth in the last 5 years. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Warriors must be feeling a million different things right now, all of them great. They've done it, NBA champions. Only a select few get a chance to experience the view from the mountaintop, and they absolutely deserve it. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Golden State Warriors. The Raptors couldn't fight off elimination. It was a valiant effort, but they just couldn't get it done. I can already hear their fans saying it now. Maybe next year. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
Steph Curry was constantly willing to sacrifice his body to come up with as many rebounds as he could, and it showed in these highlights.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for another NBA season. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, thanks for making us your choice for hoops action.
Opening tip taken in by the Raptors, and we're underway in Toronto. Count the basket inside.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Curry has it. To Thompson. That pass taken away by Toronto.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
To Leonard. Over to the right side. To Lowry. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Nothing going here on that drive. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Kyle Lowry has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 80% at the line. First one goes down. So he hits the first, misses the second. Curry with the basketball, just getting started. Strap in for a good one here in Game 7. Marc Gasol swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Lowry takes aim at Steph Curry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Thompson to Green. Nice pass to get things going.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
A bad pass there. Warriors have it. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Knocks it down. Off the step back. Late heave to beat the buzzer. 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7. And we're back after this. You're tuned into the NBA Finals on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Curry with the ball. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Here's Curry with it up top. His team down 9. To Cousins. You've got to get that one to go. Lowry with it. Looking to make something happen. Draymond Green. Snap.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. Shot clock winding down. Lowry. And it's cleared by Thompson. Curry into the front court. 9-point margin. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Stephen Curry with a look. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Steph Curry. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Kawhi Leonard in a matchup with Boogie. And the finish at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Possession lies with Golden State. Curry. Now a